Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Saturday, December 3rd, and the moon is in Aries. Today we have the planet Neptune station going direct. It's been retrograde since July 28th. Neptune is an interesting energy because it's relatively, it's always a little confusing. You never quite can pin down Neptune. It's miraculous. It creates miracles. It creates delusions. Or perhaps it's our experience of Neptune. As Neptune changes direction in the sky, it's part of a T-square that includes Venus and Mercury, both in Sagittarius, moving closely together. And opposite that, we have Mars retrograde in Gemini. This Mars in Gemini retrograde has been retrograde with Neptune square to Mars. Now, what's going to happen is Neptune is going to continue to move forward, albeit very, very slowly. It's not going to move very much. It's just, it looks like it's moving. It is moving. I mean, it's always moving forward. It's how it looks from our vantage point on planet Earth. And so it is, and of course we can't see Neptune because it's an outer planet. You can't see it with your naked eye. You need a telescope. So there's a certain amount of faith that comes with when somebody says to you, Neptune is going direct. Like, you wouldn't really know it except unless you felt it. And of course, Neptune is all about feels, but again, Neptune can be confusing. But that being said, now that I've confused you all with Neptune, that being said, Neptune direct does clear some things up. And what's going to happen is Neptune's going to continue to move forward. Mars is going to pick up speed as it goes retrograde, really, until it is at 9 degrees in January, and that's when it turns direct. And then as it comes forward, it's going to make another square to Neptune, but that's not going to happen until March. So between now and March, I feel like there are things that will be, further things that will be revealed. Things will become clearer and clearer because this planet stations, while it's in this T-square with Mars and Venus and Mercury, the opposition between Mars and Mercury, the opposition between Mars and Venus gives us a lot of space for observation on how we relate to each other. Venus and Mars are the two planets associated with relationship. It's about how we interact, our masculine side, Mars, our feminine side, Venus. And of course, we know Venus started the year in that retrograde cycle, 2022. Venus has really been up against it this year. We lost our rights to a safe, our constitutional right to a safe and safe abortion, I guess. There's another term they use. I can't think of it right now. And we're still kind of in a bit of a kerfuffle about many, many things. Unfortunately, we have the two cats over there. Unfortunately, the Senate voted not to give those poor railroad workers 7 days sick leave. I don't know, what are they supposed to do? Go in sick? Or just get sick and have to stay home and not be able to pay their rent? I mean, what's the deal here? But I don't know, maybe that'll change. I think at this point it was more about what the country needed and less about what the people, the railroad workers needed. Hopefully we can turn that around and we don't have to be in the pockets of these large corporations who work their workers to the bone with no safety nets. So I'm hoping that we get that, right? And that we can change things. But of course, you can't change it if you're not aware that it needs changing. So that's a positive. All the same, interesting day for relating. And the fog is beginning to clear. And I think we're going to be pretty psyched when we see, when we start to see things precipitate out and we finally see what we've all been waiting for. A little justice, I would say. A little justice. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. Like and subscribe. Let me see if I can call the cats. Charlie, who wants breakfast? Charlotte. It's actually very nice here right now. It's well, I wouldn't call it warm, but it's warmer. It was freezing yesterday. I couldn't get myself warm at all yesterday. Michael had to plop me in front of the fire and stoke it. And then I summarily fell asleep in front of the fire like some old lady. But when I woke up and I was all warmed from the inside out, it felt really good and felt good today. So these weather changes are a little harsh on me right this minute. So, but the change is always the hard part, right? Once you get used to it, you can deal with it better. And I think that's a theme for life, really, at this point. Hi, Charlotte. You want to come in and eat? Charlotte? She doesn't seem interested. Okay, well, they'll eat. They'll come in. They'll want to come in. And as soon as a raindrop falls, I know Charlie will be at the door. So, all right, guys, take care, everyone. Namaste. Much love to you.